Okay, Pastor Ernie Sanders, we have the recorder going, and I appreciate you calling, and you had some suggestions on what you think we can do, and we're all ears, sir.
Well, one of the things, I want to excuse me because he left the door open and the dog's barking, but one of the things that's very effective would be to take a list of all of the Baptist churches there in the area, and we found 101 Baptist churches, and we called them the last time, and every single one that we called agreed that they should be out there standing up. You know, we told each and every one, you folks really need to be standing there because it's him today and you tomorrow. And they all agreed on that. So what you need to do is go and get the list. You know, you just go up on the computer and it'll show you, it'll bring the list down of every Baptist, and start with the Baptist churches. And you've got the manpower to start calling them and just say, would you please come out and stand up for Dr.Kent Hovind? Would you stand up? Today it's him, tomorrow it's you. And if you can get those city pastors to come out in large numbers,
very good. No, I will get this out, and I think that's a great idea, Pastor Sanders. One thing, when I look for the list of Baptist churches, I just type in like Pensacola Baptist churches, and that should give me a pretty good list, and then just start calling them and ask. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what we did.
Okay, no, I think that's a great idea. I'm going to go ahead and record this, and you and me and everyone else that hears it, we definitely recommend you do that. And the more pastors and the more churches we can awaken to what's going on, the better. And we only have 19 days, sir, until May the 18th.
Okay, well, you let me know. Let me know what happens. If you contact him, if he can be on. I have to go because I got Abigail.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Pastor Sanders. Really appreciate it. God bless you, sir, for your support.
God bless you, my friend.
All right, take care. Bye-bye. All right, that was Pastor Ernie Sanders with WRWL.org, and he's suggesting that we look up the Pensacola Baptist churches and give them a call and give them the resources. I would recommend that resource that Trey just put out. It's less than 15 minutes, and it really covers the history of what's going on and also the new charges. And let them listen to that, and I'll put that link in the description of this video. As you guys know, they've taken away Ken Hovind's phone privileges. They probably did that as retribution for him being on Wall Builders. That's what I'm thinking. Also, anytime we can start getting close to the trial, all of a sudden he gets thrown in. They throw Ken Hovind in solitary confinement, or they find some way to take away his phone privileges, or they find some way to silence him. And I just pray that he gets his phone privileges back as soon as possible. But I think that this is people high up that are trying to find a way to squash Ken Hovind, and I wouldn't be surprised if they sent somebody into the same cell to either cause trouble, right, or to try to get Ken Hovind to say something he shouldn't say, or to try to start a fight. And I have a recording, and I didn't upload it because I just didn't think it was appropriate. But when I was on the phone with Ken Hovind earlier, I heard a scuffle. There was a cursing, and then the phone went dead. And Ken Hovind called back, and when he called back, I said, "Is everything okay, Mr. Hovind?" And Ken Hovind said that somebody cursed him, threw his papers on the ground, and hung up the phone. Hold on, baby, can you answer this? I'm doing a recording here. Okay. It's just absolute, just busy around here, right? This is Ken Hovind, the Central Air Traffic Control. Anyway, so there was a gentleman who cursed at Ken Hovind, threw his papers on the ground, and hung up the phone. And Ken Hovind told me about him. I believe I know who he is. But there's lots of things going on in the background why I can't go into more detail. But in any event, I wouldn't be surprised if the higher-ups sent that person in there to try to harass Ken Hovind while he's on the phone. And I don't know for a fact that's the case. I'm just telling you what my suspicions are. The fact that he lost his phone privileges today is outrageous because somebody else was supposedly caught smoking. And I think that was because of the Wall Builders interview, and I think they're trying to shut him down from future interviews. And anyway, I'm going to be looking up 101 Baptist churches in Pensacola and start some phone calls this morning. If you guys can help and call out to these Baptist churches, maybe we can find some of them that will listen to that video put together by Trey and will stop turning their backs, a blind eye to religious and political persecution right here in this own country. So please help us, guys. Please help us. We only got 19 days. We need to be, this needs to be like, this is the fourth quarter, and I don't want Kent Hovind, I know you guys don't either, but he needs to be reunited with his family. He needs to be out of that prison, and he needs to pick up his ministry. This is, it's bigger than one man, but he needs to be out of that prison. Okay, that's all I got to say for now.